my gosh, I could pet my head all day long. This is honestly the perfect density all around, all around, like it were growing out of your own head. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to be reviewing for you Stella by Belle Tress's newer luxe collection. But before I jump into it, I'm going to remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. Okay, you guys, would you look at this? Would you just look at this piece when I tell you that I am pretty sure this is my new favorite wig? Then you better believe me, because I am absolutely in love with this. I don't think I have like one bad thing to say about this. We'll see if I end up going somewhere, but I am pretty sure this is all going to be 100% positive for you. Look at this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so like I said, this is Stella, and this is from Belle Tress's newer luxe collection. I've talked a little bit about the luxe collection in the past. I've done a review on Chloe, which is in that collection. I've done a review on Mew, which is also in that collection. I recently talked about the color Sunkissed Almond Rooted, which is from their luxe collection. But this, of course, is Stella, and I'm wearing her in the color Toasted Walnut Rooted. So to talk about the color Toasted Walnut Rooted, we have the colors 10, 25, and then we have an 8 root. So the 10 is going to be a medium to lighter, sort of ashy brown tone throughout this. And the 25 is going to be a golden blonde blended throughout this as well. Now I do also see like a sprinkling of more of a neutral blonde in here. Overall, I would say this is a neutral color. It doesn't lean too cool and it doesn't lean too warm. And then that 8 that I was referring to is this root. So we do have just a nice medium brown root in here. That's pretty neutral in tone as well. Okay, now before I start talking more about this, let me give the whole spinaroo here so you can just take a good look at this. So I did just take Stella out of the box about 20 minutes ago. I have done nothing but try and change the part a little bit. Other than that, I haven't even put like water on it. I haven't taken a comb and combed her. I haven't given her a shake. I just sort of used my fingers to change the part, and that is it. So essentially, this is pretty much what she will look like sort of right out of the box. Now, Stella is made with Belle Tress's beautiful, heat-friendly synthetic fibers that I mention all the time are so soft and so durable. But I don't know why these ones in particular, oh my gosh, I could pet my head all day long. I wish you could feel this through the screen. Like, can you feel what I'm feeling? It is so soft, you guys. I know that, I mean, the softness that it has right now, I know is not gonna last forever. However, like I said, Belle Tress's fibers are very durable and longer lasting, and they do still maintain a little bit more softness throughout their wear, a little bit more so than the other brands I find. Now, of course, I need to mention this with all heat-friendly styles, especially these long ones. They're gonna get frizzy at the ends. That's just the way it goes. There's really no way around it other than the fact that you have to maintain it. So no matter what you do, these fibers are going to get frizzy, especially the longer ones, because they have more friction against your clothing. They're gonna tangle just a little bit more than your shorter ones. So they're gonna get frizz. And all you have to do is take a little spray water bottle, spray your ends. I prefer a blow dryer brush on a style like this, because you see how it has a little bit of that sort of pre-done style in here. It's not poker straight. I find a blow dryer brush is the best way to go through these fibers, all while maintaining this beautiful style instead of making it stick straight. Although if you want it to get stick straight, that's totally okay too. And in that case, I would suggest just using a hair straightener and a fine tooth comb to follow through with it. And that will help also keep your fibers nice and soft and smooth and get those frizzies out of there. Now, typically on a longer heat-friendly synthetic wig, I apply heat to them probably every every second wear or so to get the frizz out. However, it only takes me just a couple of minutes to do that. So it's not time consuming at all, especially on these straighter styles. They are pretty easy to maintain. All right, let's talk about the lengths of this. So we do have some front layers here, and these are gonna be about 10 inches long. This will be your shortest layer on the whole piece. There is a little bit of layering throughout this, but they definitely are longer layers. You can see the longer layers throughout here. You are going to get from your nape back here, this is gonna be 16 inches long. And overall, we reach up to 23 inches from your crown and from your side. So it goes all the way up to 23 inches. Now let's talk about the density on this. This is honestly the perfect density. It is a light density piece, and it is just a really natural amount of hair. I don't feel like there's too much in here at all. I'll show you, I grab my ponytail. I can always feel when I grab the ponytail if there's just like too much chunkiness and too much hair. This really isn't too much at all. It's a really nice, natural, fairly light density. And the great thing about this is that the natural looking density is going to continue to look natural because there's no permatease giving you sort of a poofy, bulky look up here. All of this is on a 100% completely hand-tied cap. And whenever you have hand-tied components on your wig or on your piece, you're never gonna have any permatease on it. Now, hand-tied caps are just so luxurious, not even for their comfort, well, I can't talk today, not even for their comfort, but for the fact that, of course, each fiber is hand sewn on by a person. So if this was the cap and this was the fiber, it's hand sewn on, and doing so allows it to move all around like it were growing out of your own head. Whereas if this were a wefted cap where all the hair is sewn on into just the rows, like extensions on your head almost, the hair is going to be sewn on into the rows, and it's just gonna kind of move side to side like this. It's gonna have a hard time going up in a natural way. But hand-tied caps give you that all-around movement, letting it flow and move just like natural hair would. Now, I find this cap to fit very true to average. I am a petite size. I measure 20.5 inches in circumference, 11.5 front to nape, and 11.5 ear to ear. I do not find this to be too big on me. I haven't really played with the adjusters at all. I could bring them in a touch to make it a little bit more snug, but in doing so, it's not gonna feel too bulky. There is extra cap on me, I'm not gonna lie, there is extra cap, but because this is a really lightweight hand-tied cap, it lays flat on my head, and any bulkiness, there's not gonna be any bulkiness up at the crown here or throughout the body of the wig. Any bulkiness just kind of lays at the bottom of my piece here. So to me, that isn't bothersome. I don't feel like there's too much extra cap, but this does fit pretty true to average, could fit a petite head if you are okay with a little bit of extra cap back there and pulling in your adjusters. And this could also stretch to a little bit bigger than average as well. All right, with these luxe caps, we are going to have a full ear to ear lace front. So the lace front is going to wrap all the way around your ear tab. Now it does get pretty short there. There isn't a ton of lace, but it is there. I do find that if I were to tuck it behind my ears, for example, it lifts. So the nice thing about this piece though, is that it comes with a silicone grip right on your ear tab, which means that makes it really easy to add some type of adhesive there, like a glue or a wig tape, and plop it down and have it press down towards your head, which will make it not lift so much. So that's a really nice feature to have. And then let me show you this other side as well. Of course, it's the same, but complete ear to ear lace front. The knots are really well done. They're not big at all. And the other wonderful thing about Belle Tress's hand-tied caps with full monofilament tops and lace fronts is that their hairlines are not too dense. So you're not gonna find that there's too much hair up at the front, making it bulky in your hairline, and it's gonna be easy to bring back and off your face. However, this hairline, just like pretty much any hairline you're gonna find on the market with these sort of pre-made wigs from these big brands, they're not pre-plucked. They are going to look very perfect. And some people don't mind that. It's not that I hate it, I just don't love it. But this is pretty much true for almost any lace front piece from these big brands with these pre-made wigs. So of course, if you do find this too perfect, then you can always get your tweezers out, get your razor out, and just pluck some away and make it a little bit more imperfect. And then something you'll notice on this color is that, of course, they have brought some of that lighter blonde forward to make the knotting less visible. So that is really great so that you don't see the knots as much. All right, now that lace front goes right into your full monofilament top, which gives you the ability to part it anywhere you want on top, and it gives you the illusion of hair growth right from your scalp. Now, one thing I absolutely love about Belle Tress's Luxe caps, or just their hand-tied caps in general, is that there's no seam in between the monofilament top here and the lace front. It's all just blended into one. Some brands, or pretty much every other brand, will have a seam right here. And the one thing about that, well, there's two things about that seam that I don't like. The first thing about that seam is that over time, if you have the wig for a while, that seam can come undone and then suddenly you have a hole in your cap. And then you need to pull out your needle and thread and sew it back together, or sometimes people just call it a day and they're done with the wig, but that seam can over time come undone. Another thing about that seam is that sometimes you can see it through your part line on the wig, and you see like a tiny little white speck almost there, but this one is just so seamless and just flows from lace front right into monofilament top all the way around the ear tabs. So there's gonna be nothing there to come undone or see through from your scalp. All right, now here is your 100% hand-tied stretch cap. So very stretchy, very comfortable, and very lightweight. And Belle Tress always seems to have their pull adjusters here, kind of like a bra strap. You just pull them to adjust them. Now, one thing I find, not everybody loves these pull adjusters, and a reason they don't love them, couple reasons. Sometimes this plastic part here might dig into their head. If they pulled it a bit too tight, might dig in, cause a bit of irritation. Another thing is that sometimes if you pull it tight and then you wear it, it's going to come undone, like your tightness is going to loosen. One thing you could do to avoid that is once you've pulled it, you can tie the end in a little knot so it's not going to come undone, or perhaps you could even sew it down so that it's stuck in that spot, so that it doesn't just keep getting looser and looser throughout the day. Okay, and I know I said that there's like nothing I don't like about this wig, but silly me, I forgot one thing. There's just one thing I don't love. And it's not that I don't love it, I just wish it was something different, is their nape. I wish they had a velvet nape just to make it a little more cozy. But this is just their standard sort of rose lace nape. It's not like it's rough or anything, but this is already such a luxurious wig. I feel like they could make it even more comfortable with a velvet nape there. Okay, let me get Stella back on. Now I will warn you, before you click on any link to go check this wig out, your girl's expensive. She's expensive, guys. But I don't know, she's worth it. She's beautiful, she's comfortable, she is realistic. And this is one that will last you as long as you're okay with maintaining the fibers, because they are heat friendly. But she is gonna cost you a little bit of money. So think of it more as an investment, I suppose. All right, now since I am here with Stella, I may as well seize the day and show you a few styling options. So here I have a headband. I'm gonna show you half a pat down and a little updo with a scrunchie. So I will do that. I'm gonna turn off my sound on my video and sort of speed this up a little bit, and you can just sit there and enjoy as I style it. Okay, that is it. That is all I have for you. If you love Stella as much as I do, then make sure you go check her out on our website. You can find her at chiquel.com, chiquel.ca if you're in Canada, or chiquel.com.au if you are in Australia. Let me know your thoughts about Stella below. I'd love to hear them as always. But for now, I'm gonna head out and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.